There is a pattern that shows up almost every time someone tries to improve their financial situation. When people start feeling behind, when they see others appearing successful, or when they begin to feel like time is running out, most people make the same decision. They start chasing fast results, not steady progress, not long-term strategies, but something that promises a big change in a short amount of time. And in their mind, the logic feels perfectly reasonable. If the current situation isn't good enough, then the way to fix it is to move faster. That's why people become attracted to things like quick money, business ideas that promise instant income, or investments that claim large returns in a short period. What's interesting is that this pattern doesn't happen because people aren't smart. In fact, even very rational people fall into it, not because they're careless, but because the human mind is naturally wired this way. There is a simple psychological mechanism behind this behavior. Humans naturally value rewards that arrive now more than rewards that arrive later. In behavioral psychology, this is often called present bias. But before that term sounds too technical, let's understand it in a simpler way. Imagine you're given two choices. Option 1, receive $100 today. Option 2, receive $120 1 month from now. Logically, waiting 1 month is the better decision. But in reality, many people still choose $100 today. Not because they can't do the math, but because the human brain assigns stronger emotional value to immediate rewards. The same thing happens in financial decisions. Saving money feels slow. Long-term investing feels boring. Building a business gradually feels like it takes forever. Meanwhile, opportunities promising quick results feel far more exciting, even when we rationally know the risks are higher. This isn't simply about discipline. It's a natural bias in how humans evaluate time and rewards. This idea is explained beautifully in the book, Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. In the book, Kahneman explains that the human mind operates with two systems. The first system is fast, automatic, and emotional. The second system is slower, more rational, and more deliberate. The problem is that in many daily decisions, especially financial ones, the fast system tends to take control first. When we see an opportunity promising quick results, this fast system immediately reacts. It says things like, "This looks like a great opportunity. If we don't act quickly, we'll miss it. Other people are already doing it." Meanwhile, the slower, rational system often arrives too late. A similar idea also appears in the book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. In the book, Housel explains that many bad financial decisions are not caused by a lack of knowledge. They are caused by human emotions around time, risk, and patience. He points out that most great fortunes in history did not come from quick decisions. They came from very long periods of consistent behavior. The challenge is that this process almost always looks boring at the beginning. And to the human brain, boring often feels like nothing is happening, even though the results are actually building quietly over time. A clear, real-world example of this can be seen in the investing journey of Warren Buffett. Many people assume Buffett became successful because he constantly made brilliant investment moves. But if you look closer, a large part of his wealth came from something much simpler: time. Buffett started investing at a very young age, and for decades he did something that looks extremely boring from the outside. He allowed his investments to grow slowly through compounding. There were no dramatic overnight gains, no constant spectacular strategies, just decisions that were good enough, repeated consistently over a very long time. But this type of process is difficult for most people to accept, because the results don't appear dramatic in the short term. And for the human brain, something that grows slowly often feels like it isn't worth pursuing. So the real problem may not be that you lack discipline, and it may not be that you're bad with money. The explanation might be much simpler. The human mind is naturally designed to chase results that feel immediate. That's why many financial decisions feel right in the moment, but look questionable when viewed years later. Understanding this changes how we see financial mistakes. Often they're not a character flaw. They are simply a natural consequence of how the human brain works. And once someone recognizes this pattern, something interesting begins to happen. They stop searching for the fastest possible path forward. Instead, they start looking for something far less exciting, a process that looks ordinary, not fast, not spectacular, but stable enough to last for many years. Because in finance and in many areas of life, the biggest outcomes rarely come from speed. More often, they come from something much simpler: giving good decisions enough time to work.